Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to show you guys how I pack my freelance kit and what my freelance kit consists of. So this is where I have the majority of my products. This is the MAC makeup case. I believe it runs for $175. The neat thing with this bag is that it's super comfortable. It's not straining on your shoulder or anything because of this. I find this extremely helpful. It does come with like a little side pouch here, which I don't have anything in. And I also don't have anything in here. In here you also have just something where you can put more stuff in. So let me go ahead and open this. This is what it looks like initially when you open it. You have 3 compartments on this side. You have this little compartment which you can also take off. I've never taken this off. I always find this helpful. So I keep this on there. And then you also get 4 little bags. So I'm gonna start on this side because this is where my skincare is. I don't know if you want to know like all the products that I have, but I'll really briefly just go over some of the essentials that I have in my kit. Of course, Fix Plus, always need that. I like to use this before and after makeup. This is my lineup of moisturizers. I like to keep it pretty minimal but to the point. The Embryolisse moisturizer, you've seen me use this in one of my past videos. I love this. Really helps moisturize the skin and just leaves the skin really supple. So I have this. I have an oil control lotion by MAC for anybody with more oily skin. Strobe cream I like to use on brides, and then the Time Check lotion I like to use this on more mature skin types. These are 2 of my favorite primers, Cover FX Mattifying Primer and the Illuminating Primer. For anybody that wants more of a glow on their skin, I'll go in with the Strobe cream and then this bad boy. So nice. And then the Cover FX Mattifying Primer. You've heard me rave about this. Like, this is almost empty. I'm gonna need a new one. It's really important to have a pore minimizing primer in your kit. So before I was using the Benefit Professional Primer, but felt like I needed something better, something that was going to do the job a lot better. So I picked up the Pores No More Primer by Dr. Brandt. I don't recommend getting the full size version of this because for 1 fluid ounce, I believe it's 45 versus with this travel size, I only paid 17 and this is half a fluid ounce. So do the math, you save a lot more money like this. And the neat thing about this bag is that it fits so much. Like, you'd be surprised at how much fits in here. I almost feel like when I use this, like it's that bag from Halloween Town where the grandma is like grabbing stuff from her bag and it just keeps coming out and it's never ending. And then 2 sprays that I can't forget to mention is the Scandinavia primer spray and then the finishing spray. I'm almost out of this one, so I'm gonna need a new one, but these are heavenly. Like, honestly, don't even play. These are basically just all my powders. I have mineral powders in here, Studio Fix powders. These are the powders that I use to set the makeup in place, and some bronzers are in here as well. In this compartment here is where I store my lashes and my makeup wipes. For those of you who are also freelance makeup artists and want to know where to purchase lashes from or what style to use, I always like to make sure that I have some individuals in my kit because this really helps with just adding drama to a person's eyes without having to double stack lashes, because that can be quite uncomfortable for some people. The lashes that I always find myself repurchasing are definitely from Kate House. These are the Kate lashes in the number 213. So for anybody that wants something more natural but still, you know, something that will pop out, I like to use these. And for more drama, again, I will go in with like the individual. So that's a really pretty combo. I also have the Kate House lashes in Wispy. These are the Wispy K's. I really like these because they're super lightweight, but they add the just like right amount of drama without being, you know, overboard and crazy. These I can probably do without. I'm just keeping them here till they're done, but can do without those. These I can probably do without. I don't know. This style of lash is really pretty, but I don't think I like them from this brand. But you can find those at ikatehouse.com. 747s are really nice. I like to customize these. I won't put these straight on. I'll kind of like trim the front, make it look a little bit shorter, but again, customize them to everybody. These are really nice. These are the trio individuals. So for more drama, I like to add these towards the end. These are longer, so I won't add them in the middle all that much. And then Wispies, come on. And some of my favorite makeup wipes are of course by Neutrogena. I just started trying out these Equate makeup removers and I really like these. I love how they smell too. I got these in a box from like Walmart. I think there was like 5 that came in here. It was a really good deal. I think it was only like $10, so winning. And then on this side of my pouch, I have mint. I have my square reader for when anybody wants to pay with a card. I like to keep these in here for my brines. This is just a under eye recovery patch. So you leave these on for about half an hour. So I like to put these on when I'm working on the eyes and then remove them, of course, when I'm starting on the skin. So it's just a nice little spa-like feeling to help brides relax. And then shadow shields, I have some of those in my kit. And then this comes in handy, of course. Put your moisturizers, primers, foundations, things like that, so you don't have to put them on the back of your hand. And on this side over here comes with a little lock. I have my Anastasia contour kits. This is almost done. I'm waiting for this to finish up so I can try the contour kit by Kat Von D, or if anything else bomb comes out before then I'll get that. But this is that, so you know this is kind of beaten to death. I have my Anastasia glow kits in the shade Gleam. Love that. And then in here I also have the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I wish you guys could smell this, honestly. This just smells like marshmallows or something. It's everything. Before I would store all of my palettes in here, but in a little bit you'll see where I keep the rest of my palettes. In this big compartment here I have my foundations. I'm honestly just waiting for these foundations to finish up so that I can switch over to, I want to try like Makeup Forever for my kit. But these are Studio Fix Fluids by MAC. I have my Graftobian palette in here. You've seen me use these in my videos. And I'll have Face and Body in here too. I like to use Face and Body as a base sometimes for Studio Fix, and it looks really, really pretty. But I don't have every shade of Studio Fix in here because ideally it's not smart. The point is to just take what you need and know what to customize what with. So I'll start with like NC15. I have NC25, NC35, NC40, NC45. Shades like that, I always go in between. And then in here I have all of my powders that are in compacts like this. So I have my highlighters, my Lorac Tantalizer, I have some blushes, my Laura Mercier translucent powder. This is the Golden Bronze by MAC. This is discontinued, but I'm just so fortunate enough to still have this in my kit. I like to brush this on brides' shoulders just to add a little bit of a glow. It reflects really nice in person and in pictures. And then blushes, I have highlighters. So that's where I keep that. And what's neat with these, you can take these out. Like, you don't have to keep them in here. If you need to move around or just take it out, you can definitely do that. They have Velcro, so you can put them back in. In this one here, I keep all of my cream eye products. So my cream primers, paint pots, Painterly, Lay and Low I'll have in here. All of my gel liners I keep in here. And in this one, I keep all of my eyeshadows. Not all of them. My palettes are in a different place, but these are just all my single shadows. Those color shadows are really pretty. ColourPop, colors like that I'll keep in here. MAC shadows, I'll keep all of those in here. Again, I don't want to go too much into like all the colors that I have because that will just take forever. And I really just want to give you an idea of how I store my freelance kit when I'm doing side. In this bag, I have the rest of my items. I used to have this stored in my Zuka bag. Let me show you guys. This is a Zuka bag right here. But what happened here was the fucking wheel broke. Like the screw came out of it. So I obviously couldn't be lunging around in that. So I unfortunately had to store that to the side. But this is where I keep everything else, like I said. So this is my brush belt. This is where I keep all of my face brushes. And in here, I'll store some glitter eyeliners. These are by Urban Decay. This is Glam Rock. Oops. Midnight Cowboy is everything, like life. And then I have the iridescent one and then the blue one. The reason I have these in my kit and not loose glitters is because loose glitters are just the devil. Like they're really pretty, really gorgeous, but they're unrealistic to put on a client for a really special day because the glitter just transfers everywhere. Like it falls on the cheek. It's just a hot mess. So I like to use these to add that touch of glitter on the lid. Trust me, it's life-changing and it's super just convenient and smarter to use for them. In this big canister, this is where I store all of my eye brushes. I like to have multiples of the ones that I know I use the most. So before I lost my discount at MAC, of course, before I left, I made sure that I stocked up on the 252. This is what I use to clean up the eyebrows and to place the lid color. So I make sure that I have at least 4 of those. 224s, of course, I made sure that I stocked up on that one as well. and 266s. Definitely important. This is what I use for eyeliner and for brows. 217s, oh my god, how can I forget that? Also made sure that I stocked up on that one. And you'll just see other random ones. Like I started trying out the Luxie Beauty brushes. I really like those too. And just other brushes like that. But this is where I store all of my eye brushes. I have 2 more. These are the smaller sizes. You can find these at the MAC Cosmetics site. In one of these, I'll store all of my eye pencils and eyebrow products. These are all pencils. And then in the other one, I'll store all of my lip pencils. I mainly just make sure, like I said, that I stock the main ones that I know I'm gonna need and that are more universal. So for example, I have Strip Down, Soar, just colors like that that I know are gonna fit everyone. And then in here, this is where I have my supplies. I have Q-tips to clean up any mascara that, you know, kind of lingered on. Scissors, lash glue. I have Duo and the House of Lashes glue. Mascara wands. I'll leave the link down below of where I purchased these on Amazon. Really convenient and really cheap though. Of course, you don't want to use and be unsanitary and use the same mascara wand on everybody, so mascara wands are really important. Again, that's sanitation. I purchased this little bag from Forever 21. I wanted to purchase a bag that had holes in it to let my beauty blenders breathe because I was storing them in like these before, and obviously if they're wet and they're closed, they're gonna start to build up mold. So I really just wanted to prevent that from happening, so I purchased one of these. But what I have in here is my beauty blenders. I have about 4 of these in my kit. Alcohol to sanitize every product that I'm using. Brush cleaner, this is by Perrier Spirit. Really love this one. It has like an oil base, so it leaves the brushes super, super soft, and it has a citrusy scent. I'm almost done with this though, and I really want to try another brush cleaner brand, so if you have some of your favorites, let me know. Hand sanitizer, this is the Mad About You hand sanitizer from Bath & Body Works. It smells like heaven, guys. Life-changing. I have an eyelash curler, mascaras. I make sure that I have a waterproof and regular in my kit. And then lastly, I have a mascara primer and then a travel size version of the Makeup Forever mascara because I got it as a sample and I figured why not just stash it in my kit. I always make sure that I keep a towel, of course a clean one, in my kit to clean my brushes in between people. And this is where I store my eyeshadow palettes. So again, this is a makeup bag from MAC. Super convenient though because it just fits the palettes perfectly to the T. So this is the palette that I created for eyebrows. As you can tell, some colors are definitely due. This one is Espresso right here. And then this one here is Cork, Omega, and Charcoal Brown. You've all seen this one already. This is in my favorite MAC eyeshadows video. Won't go too into that because, like I said, you've already seen that. I have a blush palette here, my blue and green palette. This is where I store my purples and more silver tones. And then another blush palette down there. Now in this small little bag, again from MAC, this is where I store my concealers. So I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealers in the shade Light and Medium. The LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. This is amazing to contour with. These right here in the front are all my Pro Longwear shades. I have NW15, NW20, NW25, NW35, NW40, 45, and NC50. So I have quite a few. And then back here, I have the concealer palettes. And then lastly, this is where I store all of my lip shades. Again, this is a Zuka bag. I took this from the Zuka travel case that I showed you earlier. Now, as you can tell, I have a lot of neutrals in here, but what comes in handy is the lip palettes by MAC. This is really just helpful when somebody wants like a darker lip. So in this palette, there's a lot of essentials. Colors like Twig, Captive, Verve, Amorous, Hang Up, and Cyber. So it really comes in handy. I have this one as well, and then I have my reds in here as well. This one is major key because it comes with Ruby Woo and Russian Red and Lady Danger. And then I have a lot of loose lipsticks in here that I've been meaning to transfer over to a lip palette that I want to make. If you want to see a video of me doing that, make sure you leave me a comment in the section down below so I can make sure I show you guys how I do that. And then I have a few liquid lipsticks in here. I have a few from ColourPop, like this one's Echo Park. This one's really pretty for something more peachy. Pure Hollywood is a major key. I always make sure that I have that one in here. That one's by Anastasia. Shimmy Shimmy, Trap. Those are all colors by ColourPop. And then Undress lip gloss. Oh my god, life changing. I love this lip gloss. Seriously, the best thing ever. So this is basically what I take with me when I am doing a freelance gig. Have my MAC bag here, and then this bag here. I'll sometimes take a ring light if I know it's really early and there's not going to be natural light available. I hope you guys found this video helpful if you are an aspiring makeup artist or a makeup artist right now and don't know how exactly to pack your kit. This is how I do it. Again, if you have any questions, leave them in the section down below and I will make sure I get back to all of you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.